Good evening, fellow night owls. On August 9th, 2024, I failed to renew my Game Pass Ultimate subscription. In the days leading up to my subscription lapsing, I was trying to get through as many Game Pass games as I could, but I was forced into a Game Passless life a little bit early when a storm knocked out power and my internet for about 5 days. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you 5 tips on how to live a Game Passless life, and hopefully I'll help make the transition from having Game Pass to not having Game Pass a little bit easier. And these tips are actually platform agnostic, so if you are on a Nintendo platform or a PlayStation platform, you could use some of these tips in your own gaming life. So whether you're cutting Game Pass like me because of the price increase, or you're just trying to cut down on your subscriptions, these tips will help you transition easily. So let's go ahead and jump into today's video. The first tip I'm going to give is actually just a reminder, and that's that you still have access to these platforms' digital stores. And while the Xbox Series X has a terabyte of installed memory, you can use external USB drives or even their proprietary cards from Seagate. I actually bought one of those because it expands the usable memory that I have on my Xbox. You can get deals every once in a while, but unless there's a holiday or maybe a Black Friday or publisher sale, generally you're still paying full price for games. So regardless of having the Series X or the Series S, where you only have access to the digital store, you still have access to buy games digitally and play them on your Xbox as long as you have them installed. Tip number 2 is to buy your games physically. Now, Xbox is especially notorious for having a less than stellar record with their physical games, and they generally receive a lot less love from places like Limited Run and Super Rare Games. But having a physical copy means that you'll always have access to the games, and you can actually play your games on PC if you have the Xbox app installed on your PC. You just click the little remote play icon next to your name in the Xbox app and you're off to the races. So when you're buying a physical game for Xbox Series X, you're not only getting a copy of the game for the Xbox, but you're also getting a copy for PC.
By Grabthar's hammer. What a savings.
Tip number 3 is to download the Xbox app to your phone. The reason I suggest this is that when you're buying a physical game, you can actually search for the game in the Xbox app and have it start downloading to your console. You can do this on the Xbox Series and Xbox One family of systems, and this will help save a little bit of time when you're buying games physically. You can have the games start downloading before you even get home, and you just have to insert the disc to play the game normally. Before we move on to tip number 4, if you could click the subscribe button, I would really appreciate it. Having a good number of subscribers will go a long way to helping support my hobby, and I would just really appreciate it. Now, tip number 4 is more targeted to the PC side of the Game Pass Ultimate subscription, and that was that you had access to a library of games on PC. Now, the Xbox app is okay on PC, and you can use it to play your Xbox Series X and Xbox One games, but honestly, the selection isn't super great. So if you're on PC and haven't already, I recommend downloading Steam and basically every other game store under the sun. And tip number 5 is to check your local library. Many libraries lend out games, and while they might have shorter lend times than most books, you can access those games for free. That's actually how I played through half of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, which I should finish before COD Blob 6 drops. So what do you guys think? Are you guys gonna ditch Game Pass as well, or are you gonna go down to a lower tier? And what tier are you gonna get? I may eventually go back to Game Pass. I mean, there are definitely a lot of games that are on the horizon that I want to play, and I can't afford to buy every single game that I want. Plus, with rumors of an upcoming Microsoft handheld, Xbox Game Pass might be one of the only ways that you can play games when you're traveling and or away from home. So I could see corner case scenarios where having a Game Pass Ultimate subscription would be good, but as it stands for now, I'm not going to renew my Game Pass subscription, and I don't think you should either. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments below what your tips for living a Game Passless life are, and we'll see you tonight.